how these people, so these are the question, if you are playing the game, what's your game? How do you find life? Do you think life is a game?
From many years I did since I was a child. I
Ooh.
find it like it's life is a huge game. You can lose or you can win. It's depend on you. So I
Mm.
made the rules because it's my game.
Okay, so let me hear the rules. What are your rules? At this point in your life, because every time it changes, guys. If you don't change, there's something really wrong with you. But at this point in your life, what are your rules?
I made these rules. I just want you to understand the background of these rules, why the rules is like this. So growing up in a community where people are mostly living below or not having a quality kind of life. Okay, so I made these rules since I was young. The first rules ever, and I still somehow apply this, and somehow I always suggest to young people, like inside the family, that you have to be brave, you have to stand out on your own, and believe that you can do something because if doesn't happen the rest will not follow. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to set goals and think possibilities, or if it's not, just set these rules. So second, you have to around yourself with the people, those right people. On your left, those nega people. So you have balance. You have to understand the rules of the good thing and bad thing, which one you will try to apply. Because otherwise, if I don't do that, I myself, maybe perhaps I'm not here. I lose the game perhaps. Third is I don't want to mention this, but it's about religion. Believe, no matter who you believe, no matter which religion you are coming from, believe this supreme power. That's it. That's three roles I have. And these roles is just like, I guess, some normal people just like me. If you are beyond normal, I don't know.
And there are people who answered it. He says, my number one rule is to be happy. Number two is go back to rule number one. I like that. I approve. And that's actually one of the things I like as well. How about you, Hayden? You have a long, 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 long way to go. But as of right now, in your own perspective, how do you think of life is at your age, at this point of your life?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Life is just good for me. Like I have a few rules. Like first of all, number one is like be happy and buy Thomas stuff, and number two is to go back to rule one, and my third rule is go back to number one.
Okay, what is that?
It's just a little joke.
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, I had streams that I go to, and when it comes to privacy is one thing that I really do feel that in every country, in every part of whatever culture you are in, privacy can differ. So, for you coming from the Philippines, Sir Galaan, what do you think privacy means?
It's kind of very different in a place where I grew up because I grew up in a countryside. Philippines is huge and multicultural. So privacy is hard to get those days. It doesn't mean that you cannot have it.
Do you think that in this life, do you think that you actually should put boundaries on your privacy? Let's just give an example with Americans and Filipinos. When it comes to Philippines, I do really observe this that Filipinos, we are never taught to have boundaries. We are never taught at a very young age that, like, there are certain areas in the Philippines where you can sleep with your parents for as long as you want. Same room, no privacy. In America, that is a no no. Like, actually, when you have kids, your kids, no matter how small they are or no matter how young they are, they're infant, they'll be separated. They have a separate room. We don't have that. So I think with a lot of relationships is like it's so different how the Americans view privacy and how Filipinos view privacy. It's so different. And sometimes there's a lot of arguments happening because of this. There's no privacy. At your age, how much privacy does your parents allow you to have?
I really don't know how to answer that. It's like like I don't know. It's like they give me full privacy. Like they just don't give a shit. They just don't care. They just let me do whatever. And they're cool parents. Very cool parents.
I believe they are very cool.
Yes.
You know, in Philippines, it's culture. I grew up with my parents and two siblings. Only I get separated when I go to college because I have to move to another place. We are always with our mom because our father was always far. He's working sometimes another town and go back after a week or after a month. I don't know where in Asia this is common. I'm not. I've been to Japan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand. I haven't seen this and I haven't heard this. And also, I remember when I was working in Thailand, and I asked my friend where I can stay because I stay in their home for a while, and I said, "You can use my room, and I can sleep in her sister room." They have their parents, but they have their own rooms. I think it's about culture, Filipino culture. I don't know. It is mostly worldwide, but I think it's part of our culture. We are so attached, or we have this kind of it's bonding or lifestyle. I don't know.
Everyday part of life was saying in here too. Do you think you would have more privacy if there wasn't everyday marites in the Philippines? Another thing, and that's why I said, you have to understand that we all have different culture, and one thing that definitely is the thing in the Philippines, you cannot keep any privacy at all. You have to be very like you have to put effort on protecting your privacy because it's just kind of like a reality. Philippines has a huge population of poverty, meaning they don't work, meaning they just go out there, which I kind of miss because you go out of your house, there's a lot of people you can yao yao with. In Japan, we don't have that. We mind our own business.
Here
Don't.
they have.
Yes, yes, and I like it. And that's why when I come here, I had that the knowledge of that's okay. It's okay that I can keep my privacy. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you are going to be with a Filipina or Filipino, you have to understand that you have to inform them, you have to basically educate them. These things are not normal. Maybe normal in the Philippines, but in your personal development, in your personal growth, in your mental health, it is not good that you are all out, that everything has to be out there like social media. You have an argument with your partner or your family or your partner is the last person to know because all of your friends on Facebook or whatever social media you have, they already know whatever is going on and it's not good. So yeah, that's one of it. And also Fanso says European as well. Yes, European, everyone, please let me know what kind of privacy do you have in your life, because I think that's part of how you play the game called life. Your thoughts, your mental health. Mental health is numero uno. And Mystery Machine says, I slept above my parents' heads on the bed until I was too big. Ooh, in America, I actually understand that it's a how do you call that? Multicultural, multi-pot. Is that how they called it? And my grandson sleeps with me every night and he has his own room. There are things like that. So you have to understand that if you're going to be with someone who is from another country, make sure to have this talk because this is something you have to play in life. You have to play this game when you are with somebody else that is not from your culture. So another one of that, which I think is kind of like in the topic.
Give me a minute. I think this kind of norms is for the people who is just like us from the poor people. I think I'm not sure if rich people they. I think because I'm not sure, yeah, but I don't have idea also. But maybe rich people they have their own rooms, maybe perhaps.
Not to tease on Filipino because I'm half, which is kind of like the thing that I really feel a lot of privilege. That's why I like to share my thoughts because I really think I have the benefit of knowing two worlds, not just because I'm Japanese and Filipino. I also get to be acquainted with a lot of culture for the most part of my life. Like, I love culture. I love digging deep into your thoughts, into your into your soul. I love to know you. I love analyzing people. So I don't understand why Pinoy laughs at that. Most Filipinos live their life not the way they want, but to not have others talk about them. It's a very sad in my thoughts. But you know what? Not to these Filipino. It's not just Filipino anymore. If you think about it, if you really think about it, now that we have all this social media, not just Filipinos think about how they present themselves in public. Everyone, most of the people are superficial. It's not just Filipinos, but a lot of people are depending on other people's way of thinking of how they will live their life. And that's not a good life, not just for Filipinos, but a lot, all
Yeah,
over
I
the
agree with
world.
that.
For me, I don't know. If you like my stream, thank you very much. If you don't like my stream, thank you again because you still drop. I just want to find my own people. I just want to find people that I really can connect with. I don't have, come art. I'm gonna be faceless. Is that how you call it? I and can't stop looking at your balls. I see. Oh, this one. You like it, don't you, Fanzo? Yeah, I actually like it too. Do you like my balls? Balls. They look so fluffy. Yes, I love fluffy stuff, guys. Of course, like sometimes when you touch balls, like. Okay, guys, you're being dirty again, guys.